Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the July 21st Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. I was just checking on Daisy. Daisy is visiting us this week, and she just walked into her little playpen, so I was just checking on her. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And I will take a moment to look this over. The question is, how can I improve my participation in my relationships? And the person who wrote this passage is describing how they use the slogan, "Let it begin with me," when dealing with their in-laws, who do not include this person due to language and cultural differences. So this person says to help themselves, they call their sponsor before and after seeing their in-laws. They set boundaries for themselves, and that boundary includes removing themselves from the situation if necessary. They say they take their higher power with them. These strategies help them maintain their serenity and continue a relationship with their in-laws, one day at a time. Today's reminder: despite our differences, we can work with others when we let it begin with me. And the quote is from Hope for Today. When we focus on what we can give instead on what we can get, we let it begin with me. How can I improve my participation in my relationships? What I also thought of was the slogan that I first heard in Al-Anon: do I want to be right, or do I want to be happy? Do I want to be right, or do I want to be happy? Like, do I want to make a scene? Do I want to prove my point? Do I want to prove that I'm in the right? Or do I just want to be peaceful and serene? I think this passage is a really good example of really advanced Al-Anon, because when I think it's most challenging when we feel like we're really kind of being treated disrespectfully. And I don't know, maybe I'm putting my own experiences into this when I'm talking about the level of challenge, but I appreciate how this person, in my opinion, totally took the high road, and they're doing what they can to to make their marriage work. And they do say at the beginning that they're married to someone who is not in recovery. So a lot of challenges there, but this person is doing the best they can one day at a time. That's a beautiful thing. Excellent example. Of the program working, in my opinion. I will take a moment and look this over. This page has a tab and a highlighted area. All right. Beautiful. This is about letting go and letting God. It's also about focusing on ourselves. So the passage begins with trying to figure out a way not to interfere in other people's business. And this person said that Al-Anon introduced them to the concept of letting go and letting God. And this helps this person to remember that there is a natural order, that everyone has a higher power, saying there's a level of freedom in letting people live their own lives to make their own choices. Saying interfering only hurts our relationships, but it also negatively impacts our spiritual health. Today's reminder: our top priority is ourselves. We can let go of other people's problems to better cope with our own. And this is the part that I highlighted, the quote from The Dilemma of the Alcoholic Marriage. We can only live our own lives. Changing ourselves is the only way we can find peace and serenity. I don't know why my face is so itchy. Well, I have been giving lots of kisses to the marvelous Mr. Mittens, who is my cat, and also Daisy, who is the visiting dog. So that could well be it. I love this passage because it's just a beautiful, gentle reminder to be gentle and do what works for me in a loving way. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer. Jeez, that happened the last time I filmed too. My books keep falling off. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.